So something that I want to show in this video is how I started the process of starting to teach a formal retrieve. And Mamba is actually pretty new to this. I started this actually this week and I figured I'd kind of document some of the things that I've done. So to start out, one of the first things that I did was I wanted to make sure that he was okay with me touching his muzzle. And he obviously is. I mean, he's such a loving dog. He stares into my soul here. So first thing that I did was I did it by conditioning an intermediate bridge, which is kind of like a hot and cold signal. So it looked like this. So I was going muzzle. Okay. So I'm waiting for him to kind of back off me here. Muzzle. Okay. See how he gives me his muzzle right here? Kobe. Right. And you would keep marking through that. Right. So basically as I'm doing that K sound, I'm letting him know he's doing the right thing. And he went from me touching his muzzle to he just like gives his muzzle to me at this point. So here, look at this from the side. Mamba. Muzzle. Kobe. Okay, so see how he's totally comfortable with doing that? Now, the reason that we do this is we actually want to teach him that if we need to, we can be able to open his mouth and insert the object that we want him to pick up. And it's kind of our way of going like, yeah, I know, like, even if you don't want to, it's still a command, like you have to do this at some point. And it can really help get the ball rolling. So then I went from that, right? So once he became comfortable with the bridge, you don't really need to keep using that anymore. So I went from that, right, to just more standard, like, I'm gonna touch your mouth, I'm gonna open your mouth, Kobe. He lets me open his mouth, I mark and reward, and this is more just like standard counter conditioning. Kobe is his marker word. So I'm gonna open his mouth, Kobe. Right, so he just lets me do that, no problem. Right, so he's totally comfortable with me touching his muzzle. He's totally comfortable with me opening his mouth. So no problem there, right? So actually the next thing that I did is I started to shape his take it command more with a tug than the item I'm about to use, right? So the tug, good morning, buddy. The tug, he's allowed to bite, right? The PVC, I don't want him to bite. And I start with a PVC. So I just want him to get the idea of you could take something. So think of like a toy. Here's a good tug right here. Let me show you. The one I taught him with is upstairs, but I still have this one down here. Okay, so you can see this is something he's interested in. He wants to see this, right? So very easy. Get him interested. Take it, Kobe. All right, then I'm gonna mark and feed him. Take it, Kobe. So I'm just marking him putting his mouth on this thing, and it's different. It's something he's allowed to play with, right? He wants to play more than he wants the food right now. But he had an idea of like an informal retrieve first before the formal retrieve. Okay. So now the next thing that I'm gonna do, where do you want to play? Drop. Drop. Okay, so the next thing that I did, I started introducing the object, and I like to do it by starting out with like a PVC pipe, so something pretty thin. The ones that I have here, I used to know the exact size of this. I've had these for like 6 years because I trained Dalton the same way. And actually now I use some of these for scent detection too, because you can just pack a paper towel filled with scent, and if you want to teach like a retrieval form of scent detection, they're kind of handy. So I'm going to take that same concept, right? Let's see if I can get him in the frame here. Take it, Kobe. As soon as he would put his mouth on the PVC pipe, then that's when I'm going to mark, right? So I start to really get that take it command first. Mamba, take it. Hold. So here's our hold. This is where it comes into play of touching his muzzle. Hold. Kobe. So I don't want him chewing on this thing, and this is kind of a hard thing to see in the video. Let me see if I can get him situated a little differently so you guys could see him better. See if I'll give a side angle at him, what he's doing. I really need a cameraman these days. Okay. So we have to take it. Good. Hold. Good. See, I'm waiting out this chomping. Hold. Good. Kobe. Okay. And now when I give the good marker, I'm saying keep holding. And then when I say Kobe, I said, thank you for holding, you're now done. And generally I'll use that when I'm gonna get more repetitions. Eventually I'm gonna start doing his drop it command here as well. Hi, buddy. Wish I could give you this angle. It's just the sweetest little dude. He just stares into my soul, looking up at me. Good boy. Let's do another one here. Mamba, take it. So let's say he didn't take it. Right now he's going, hey, I'm a 5.5-month-old puppy. Let me try to chew your hand, right? So, and the attention span is not long for puppies, and this is kind of a little bit more difficult. Take it, hold. So here's our hold. Now, when he's doing well, hold. I'm gonna start to let go. No, hold. No, hold. No, hold. No, hold. So the fact that I had to say no so many times, Kobe probably tells me he's not totally ready for me to move my hand. Okay, so I'll go from like hand on his nose, right, to removing that top hand is what I like to do. Okay, so let me show you that again. Mamba, take it. Good, hold. Good, Kobe. All right, so see how he let me move that top hand? So that's where we're at right now, teaching that step. Eventually what you have to do is start to teach the movement. And I learned this from a trainer named Michael Ellis years ago. And this is how he did it. So, and I'm gonna try to take him beyond what he can do just for the video here, just to show you an idea of how we get the dogs moving. So he might not do well at this, right? And I've never done this with him before. So the prerequisite for this part is leash pressure. So you want a dog that understands you put pressure on this leash, right? They have to move with it. So you can see with Mamba, I put pressure up, he goes down, put pressure. All right. He's staring at a trachea out there. But you can see he's a dog that understands how to move with the leash, right? Even if he doesn't always want to comply. So we're gonna start out. Take it, good. Hold. So we're modeling that, good. Now I'm gonna let my hand slip. I'm gonna grab his collar with my pinky. Bring. Kobe, he takes a step, mark and reward. He actually did fantastic there. So I'm gonna mark with Kobe. Hope you guys can see that okay. Let me lower this a little bit. Just getting out of your frame. Okay, there he is. He'll cut off my face, but you'll see my dog. That's better anyways. Take it. Good. Hold. So see this chomping? No. Hold. No. Hold. Good. Hold. Pinky. Good. Break. Kobe. All right, so just getting that step. So that's where Mamba is with his formal retrieve. Really, I mean, the difference between like a formal retrieve or a play retrieve is that with a play retrieve, I mean, they can chew on the item and it's all, you know, fun and games. And a formal retrieve is something you might use to say, hey, go grab the newspaper, or go grab my remote control, or, you know, if they're really good, grab my cell phone, you know, or my keys, things like that. And early on with Dalton, it was something that I had focused on quite a bit. To be able to do that, you do have to keep this work very generalized because they will go, you know, I don't like certain items and then not do it for certain items. So you just got to expose them to a lot of items once they get the idea. But start with the PVC. It's something that chewing on isn't really satisfying to them. No, they'll still try to do it. But if you had like a wooden dowel or something like that, or something they could easily destroy, that's gonna be more fun for them to chew on, right? So this isn't all that fun. All right, so we wanna start here. It's not easy to destroy either. So this is something that I would definitely start with for this type of work. So hope you guys enjoyed the video.